Yeah, it's gonna be like touching.
Me and Levi's playing. Come here. What the heck? Boy. Come here.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. As you can see, we are just continuing to work and getting the underhang from where the roof is dried in. We've got 9 2x4s installed so far. Now we got to go to the opposite side and start working on that, and we'll have that completely done. So halfway there, and then move on to filling in the cracks and any of the wood with some spray foam just to keep critters out. So making some good progress, and as always, just got to keep after it. Okay, so we are currently hard at work in filling in all of these cracks with the spray foam. We haven't filmed a ton of it, just because obviously, as you could probably guess, it's not exactly the most exciting thing to watch, but we're getting close to being done with it. As you can see here, this is the outside, and a lot of the foam has, squirted all the way through, and is bulging out this other side, but it's no big deal. We'll be able to trim this stuff off, and you will never even know it was here. But this is why it's important to do, so that way, all these cracks are filled in, and bugs and mice or whatever, it really stops them from getting in. And so yeah, we'll put wood glue where it needs to be, but we're making pretty good progress on it. So we'll finish this up and then do the 9 more 2x4s on the other side and move on to the next thing if we have any daylight left. Okay, so we have made it back down. We went up and ate some dinner, and we're kind of just relaxing a little bit, taking our time today in no rush. Last thing we got to do is just knock out these 9 2x4 cuts, and then we'll be done for the day and move on to maybe hopefully some flooring tomorrow. We'll see. Get the flooring in the loft. It'll make it a lot easier to work in that area. And so yeah, let's get this done and then see what we can accomplish tomorrow. Alrighty, as you guys can see, the sun is setting down at the cabin on another day of work. We were able to get everything done that we planned on getting done today, which is rare. We usually set pretty high goals, but we were able to get everything done and get this last part done. The last thing that we need to do now is to just spray in any of the cracks that are left over, but we'll get that knocked out first thing tomorrow, and then we can move on to the to some of the flooring, and whether it's in the loft or on the actual cabin floor. So making really good progress. It's a hot night out. It's probably about 115 degrees up in that loft. As you can see, I got pretty drenched in sweat, but we got creative out here, as you can see as well. I don't know if you guys have ever seen a shovel used like that, but we got it done, and that's what counts. So this place has some character, and we've been having a lot of fun building it and making good memories along the way. So okay, good morning everybody. We have made it back down here to the bottom of the mountain to keep working on the cabin. What we're about to start working on here today is we have these little gaps where we put the 1-bys and 1-bys across the roof and then screwed the tin into it. What we're doing now is we did it every other foot, so there's a gap on the edges, like getting into the cabin. We're going to slide 1-bys in those gaps. It'll fit perfectly, and we'll screw them into place and then spray along the edges of that to get that airtight, and then it'll be totally dried in, other than just getting the door built and installing that here in the future. So that's what we're going to get to work on right now, and just keep knocking out getting this puppy dried in. Working here.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll just make them this length right here.
Okay.
All right, go ahead and push it on out. Perfect. Like a poke.
Okay, we just got done eating a little bit of lunch and we got back down here. We are finishing getting everything just totally dried in other than the door. We're really close, so as you can see, my dad was on the outside doing all the one buys, and then I was on the inside just spraying foam to suck up any of those gaps, which was honestly not the most fun job in the world. Up there in the loft area and up like high in the cabin where all that heat's just sitting, it felt like it was at least 120 degrees up there, so really sweaty. But we're just going through and making sure we filled all the cracks, and then we're finally going to be able to move on to some other things, like the door, building that, getting that installed, and then, you know, working on the flooring and everything. So it's just starting to come along, and we're about to get to some of the fun parts to work on, not this tedious stuff. Okay, well, that is a wrap on everything that we wanted to get accomplished during this trip. So we're officially dried in, other than just the door. So we're coming right along. We're done with all the super tedious things, and now I think we should be able to get on to the things that are actually going to be enjoyable to work on. You know, like these next things are really going to feel like the place is about to be done. So we're getting close, man. Really, really close. If we started in January. It's right now is September 3rd. So if we can finish before January, which I think is very doable, especially with how fast the next thing should move. Obviously, famous last words, but we'll see. So I feel good about where we're at. We're at the point where we're putting in the flooring and can really start making some awesome progress and really rewarding progress. We're getting closer to be able to sleep in this puppy. So appreciate you guys tuning in as always, and we'll catch you in the next one. See you later. Hard at work?